I know some of the other media are trickling in here, but we'll be going. Sebastian Alexander will translate team director for the Janus Hagens-Berman team. To his right, your left, Jose Acevedo, today's stage winner. Matt Cook, also the Janus Hagens-Berman team, Nissan King of the Mountain jersey. And of course, Tejay van Garderen of the BMC Racing team in the Smashburger yellow jersey. Matt, let's start with you. Obviously the name of the game was getting points early on, but also give us a comment on the Bachelor Gulch climb after a pretty rolling course over the course of today.
So, was Bachelor Gulch the one that we just did here?
The last one before the coming up to the finish.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was pretty far back at that point, and but that thing's incredible. I'm just impressed that that anyone can ride up that really fast. So it's super steep, and I was like, I wouldn't even live up here. I wouldn't even drive up there. But, yeah, it's impressive. It's a heck of a course.
On to Javier, tell us a little bit about the climb. Obviously, you're in very good form after your performance in the Tour of Utah, and to win a stage here at the Race Pro Challenge.
Venía sintiéndome muy bien esta semana y hoy pues fue un día maravilloso para mí porque venía muy bien. En la subida tuve la oportunidad de apretar un poco a ver cómo me sentía realmente, si podía tratar para ganar la etapa y muy contento por eso.
He said that he was feeling very good during the week and he had a tremendous day today. He was feeling good, confident, and once the last one, the one before, when the guys started to go hard, he started to feel like he had good legs, and for him to win is amazing.
On to TJ. TJ, take us up the Bachelor Gulch climb. Obviously, Tom Danielson looked like he put in a pretty hard effort going all the way up there. And then talk a little bit about the descent. How you were able to gap in.
Yeah, I think Garmin's goal was to make it hard up the climb, maybe to try to drop me, or they did a good job. They definitely whittled the field down to nothing. But I think they underestimated me and my team a little bit. So I still had Matthias up there, and I was able to sit pretty comfortably on the wheel. And then as soon as the descent started and it was wet and tricky, Hanye took one corner pretty hot, and Tom Danielson looked like he was a little timid, and so I thought, okay, let's go for it. And Hanye showed incredible skill on the descent, and we were able to get a good gap, and we worked together to the line.
Questions? We've got Kyle's got a wireless.
This question is for Javier. Can you speak a little bit about the descent? Once it started raining, it was really dicey. There were some crashes out there.
Bueno, sí, fue bastante difícil y al principio traté de no arriesgar mucho porque pues, iba en la punta y traté de bajar con calma, con cuidado, con Tejay van Garderen que bajó muy bien al principio, le cogí la rueda a él y traté de estar tranquilo, de calmado y bajarlo más con mucha precaución para poder estar en la disputa de la etapa.
He said, I have to laugh. He said he tried to go as easy as he could on the downhill, trying to take no risk on the corners, and he said he worked very good with with DJ together and made it to the line.
Question for Javier. On Bachelor's Gulch, he attacked once and got a pretty big gap on everybody else. Did he ever think about trying to attack again to get another gap, or was the pace too hard?
Bueno, Bueno, yo decidí atacar porque vi que los del Garmin ya estaban como con lo justo, ya tenían solamente un corredor y cuando se quedó solo Danielson, pues decidí atacar a ver si de pronto DJ o algún corredor que venía salía conmigo, pero más bien cuando vi que no había reacción, traté de quedarme tranquilo y esperar hasta más arriba a ver qué pasaba.
He said he saw that the Garmin guys, they only have Danielson only had one left, and once he felt like they were not that hard. He tried to go and see if TJ would go with him on that climb, and once he see that he didn't move, he decided to wait for the end for the station.
Hi, this is Mary with SBS Cycling Central with a question for TJ. What was your biggest challenge out there today for you to be able to take a hold of the yellow jersey?
The biggest challenge was actually at the bottom of Bachelor Gulch. It was really hard. There was an insanely hard tempo, and the tempo sort of went down a bit at the top. And another hard thing was who throughout the day was going to work, because we had Tony Gallipan, who was in the break in the beginning of the day, who was on 44 seconds with 10 guys. We had a teammate up there, but the teammate was down on time, so it made it tricky. Like, do we chase our teammate, or hopefully Garmin's gonna pull, but Garmin's only pulling with 2 guys. They're asking us for help, so it was like that. It was kind of tricky, and it was a strong break that had a pretty decent gap at one point, so it was. Tactically, throughout the day, it got a little tricky as to what to do.
TJ, when you were away with Javier, you guys may have had different agendas, maybe a little bit of a language barrier. Was there any communication about working together? And if so, how did that happen?
Well, my goal was to distance Danielson for time on GC, and Janier's goal was for the stage, so we had a little bit different objectives, but we worked together to try to help each other out and accomplish each other's goals.
Luis Barbosa, for Colombia. I asked him the question in English to the people know, but I speak to January in Spanish. How do you feel to win the 2 biggest stages in the Tour of California and here in Colorado? January, ¿qué significa para usted haber ganado la etapa reina en California y ahora aquí en el Tour de Colorado? Bienvenido.
Bueno, significaba mucho, creo que he hecho una gran temporada y una vez más muy contento por haber ganado una etapa con los grandes, a estar en lo más alto del podio. Eso es muy gratificante para nosotros, para el equipo, para mis compañeros que han estado siempre pendientes conmigo, que me han colaborado mucho. De verdad muy contento por eso.
He feels very, very proud of himself, very happy for the season he's having. It's amazing for him to win in California, win here with all the big names that are here. He can ask for more. He is very happy with all the teammates and the team that they work for him and they help him during all the races. So for him it's a dream.
Betsy Baker, U.S. Cycling Report for TJ. 2 years ago, going into the time trial, you were wearing yellow. You're a little further down the road in your career. Do you have any little chatter in the back of your head going into tomorrow's time trial?
I'm confident going into tomorrow's time trial, but nothing's ever given, and that's I had a 35-second gap in 2011 going into that time trial, and I lost it. I lost the 35 seconds and a further 11 seconds. So the thing I've learned is to not be too confident. I have to really pace myself tomorrow because I need to just keep my wits about me. And just try to manage the gap, and just yeah, just go through the motions the way I would approach any other time trial, whether I had the jersey or not.
TJ John Henderson, Denver Post. Technically speaking, what's the trick in making a descent on a wet surface really as fast as you can without going too overboard?
Well, you gotta, I guess there's two things. I don't know, it's mainly about skill, but like, first of all, you want to avoid touching your front brake, because that's, if you touch the front brake in the corners, then you're gonna slide out. Second, we have Continental tires, and those handle very well on wet surfaces. So really, it wasn't, I don't even think I'm that skilled of a rainy descender. I think it was mainly the tires that I had on my bike.
We'll take 2 more questions. I also got quotes from Nick Rogers. I expect one from Tom Daniels, and also have one from Lachlan Morton that we'll distribute down in the press room. 2 questions.
Hanier, you talked about the great season you're having and you're proud of it. How many World Tour teams have contacted you so far?
Bueno, creo que los resultados dependen mucho de esta carrera, dependían. Hasta ahora las cosas van muy bien. Por ahora sigo aquí con el equipo y muy contento de estar el año entrante con ellos, porque la verdad me he sentido como en casa.
He said that he's very happy. I mean, I think he's showing now that California wasn't a lack, but he's happy where he is, and is happy to stay with the team.
TJ, I'm Melanie Wong from the Vale Daily. I had a question about tomorrow's time trial. What setup are you going to be using? People have gone from just road bikes to full-on TT setups. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm gonna go full TT setup. Hopefully that's not giving away any secrets, but yeah, the thing is, I think some people might choose to go on a road bike, but BMC, they make a very light TT bike, so the advantage I gain from the aerodynamics from the TT bike, I don't sacrifice too much in weight with how light the frame is.
And you had 2 time trials this year that you switched bikes, or is that correct? California?
No, just Tour of Switzerland.
Just a Tour of Swiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a question for TJ. TJ, Tom lost contact on the descent. And since he's not here, I'm just curious if you could maybe, or anybody really could talk about how, is there a certain level of frustration there must be for a rider that can make it over a climb, but then lose contact on the descent? It's just part of the sport, or it's especially kind of painful?
The thing is, if you, I would think that Tom might be a little frustrated right now. That would be understandable, but at the end of the day, every inch of the road we're racing on, and if you have a weakness in any area, it's going to show through. And if you have, the skill set that Hanye and myself have on wet descents, you have to take advantage of it. I mean, Vincenzo Nibali, he's won or podiumed in Grand Tours based on his descending skills. So it's part of the game.
We'll wrap up today's press conference now and let these guys rest for the TT tomorrow. Thanks for your time, TJ, Hanier, Matt.